Most people think becoming rich is about earning more money, but in reality, it's often about what you refuse to spend money on. There are certain things that quietly drain the wallets of millions of people every day, and the strange part is this. The people buying them the most are often the ones who can least afford them. Meanwhile, wealthy people tend to avoid these purchases completely. In this video, we'll break down several things poor people buy that rich people deliberately avoid. And watch closely, because one of them is something almost everyone buys without even thinking about it. Let's start with something extremely common: a brand new car. The moment a new car leaves the dealership, it instantly loses a huge portion of its value. Within just a few years, many cars lose more than half of what they originally cost. Yet millions of people still rush to buy them, because a new car feels like success. But wealthy people usually see it differently. To them, a car is simply transportation, not a status symbol. That's why many financially successful people buy reliable used cars and keep them for years. The money they save goes into investments that actually grow. Because the goal isn't to look rich, the goal is to become rich. Now let's talk about another silent money drain: status clothing and luxury fashion, designer brands, expensive sneakers, luxury handbags. Many people buy these things to create an image of success. But here's the irony. The people most obsessed with looking wealthy are often the ones struggling financially. Meanwhile, many wealthy individuals dress surprisingly simple, because true wealth grows quietly in assets and investments, not in a logo on your jacket. Now here's something even more common: constant phone upgrades. Every year a new smartphone launches, and millions of people rush to upgrade even when their current phone works perfectly fine. Many of these phones are bought through monthly payments, which means people are paying for something that is losing value every single day. Wealthy people usually focus on usefulness instead of novelty. If something still works, they keep it, because just because something new exists doesn't mean it's necessary. Next is a habit that feels harmless, but becomes extremely expensive: daily convenience spending, food delivery, ride shares, coffee runs. Individually, these purchases seem small, but repeated every day, they quietly turn into thousands of dollars every year. Wealthy people aren't against convenience, but they are very intentional about it. They understand that small daily expenses can slowly destroy long-term wealth. Another major difference is social spending, buying things to impress others. Luxury watches, flashy gadgets, expensive vacations. Many purchases today are about validation. People want to look successful in front of others. But wealthy individuals focus on something completely different: assets. Assets produce income. Assets grow in value. Impressing strangers does not. And finally, there's one habit that might be the most important: constant entertainment, endless scrolling, streaming for hours. There's nothing wrong with relaxing. But when entertainment replaces learning, it becomes expensive. Wealthy individuals invest time into building valuable skills, because skills increase earning potential. Entertainment consumes time. Skills multiply income, and that difference compounds over years. Here's the truth: wealth is rarely destroyed by one big mistake. It slowly disappears through small daily decisions. What you buy, what you avoid, what you prioritize. Every dollar you spend is either building your future or borrowing against it. A few years from now, you'll either be grateful you started making better choices today, or wishing you had. If you want to understand the psychology behind money, habits, and long-term wealth, subscribe to Growth Factor. Because here we break down the patterns that actually build success.